In the heart of Edinburgh, Scotland, lays a vault so haunted that the mere mention of its name sends shivers down the spine. The Edinburgh Vaults. Hidden beneath the city's South Bridge, these vaults have a history as dark as their damp stone walls. Constructed in the late 18th century, the Edinburgh Vaults were originally intended for businesses and as storage spaces. However, as the conditions deteriorated, they became a hub for illicit activities. From smuggling to body snatching, the vault's legacy is steeped in crime and death. In recent years, reports of paranormal activity have surged. Whispers of voices echoing through the darkness, ghostly apparitions, and inexplicable cold spots have all been documented. The chilling tales of the Edinburgh Vaults have earned it a reputation as one of the world's most haunted places. With so much death and despair, it's no wonder the Edinburgh Vaults is number 10 on our list. From Scotland, we travel to a place of sorrow and suffering in Philadelphia, USA, the Eastern State Penitentiary. This somber edifice, built in the late 18th century, is steeped in a history of harsh conditions and infamous inmates. The penitentiary's chilling past is marked by its pioneering system of solitary confinement, where prisoners languished in silence and darkness, a cruel punishment that drove many to the brink of insanity. Among its notorious residents was the infamous gangster, Al Capone, whose luxurious cell was a stark contrast to the austere cells of other inmates. Yet, even Capone reported eerie experiences, claiming to be haunted by the ghost of a man he had killed. In recent years, visitors and staff have reported chilling encounters, from inexplicable noises to full-bodied apparitions. Some even claim to have been touched by unseen hands. These unsettling accounts only add to the prison's eerie reputation. With its torturous past, the Eastern State Penitentiary secures the number 9 spot. Our next stop takes us to Germany's Burg Frankenstein, a castle with a past as eerie as its name. Nestled in the Odenwald mountain range, this fortress is steeped in legend and mystery. It's said to have inspired Mary Shelley's iconic novel, Frankenstein, a tale of a man-made monster that has chilled readers for centuries. The castle's history is shrouded in dark tales of alchemists, monsters, and eerie experiments, making it a magnet for the supernatural. Visitors report unexplained phenomena, from strange noises to chilling drafts and ghostly apparitions. Some claim to have seen the ghost of Johann Conrad Dippel, an alleged alchemist born in the castle. He's rumored to have conducted grim experiments on corpses, eerily mirroring the tale of Frankenstein. Whether it's the castle's chilling history, the ghostly sightings, or the connection to Mary Shelley's masterpiece, Burg Frankenstein holds a sinister allure that's hard to ignore. Burg Frankenstein, with its chilling tales, is number 8 on our countdown. We leave the mainland for an island off the coast of Venice, Italy, Poveglia Island. This isolated landmass has a history marred by disease and despair. In the 14th century, it became a quarantine zone for victims of the bubonic plague, their anguished cries echoing off the water. The island was repurposed in the late 19th century as a mental asylum, its walls confining the tormented souls who were said to be experimented on by a deranged doctor. The doctor's spirit is believed to be one of many that haunt the island to this day. Visitors, both skeptics and believers, have reported eerie sounds, cold spots, and apparitions. The chilling tales of shadowy figures and disembodied voices lend an air of dread that clings to the island like a shroud. Poveglia Island, with its mournful past, claims the number 7 spot, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems hauntingly blurred. From an island in Italy, we trek to a forest in Japan, Aokigahara, the Sea of Trees. This tranquil moniker belies a haunting reputation. Aokigahara is more than just a forest, it's a place where souls are said to linger trapped between this world and the next. The forest's dense foliage and eerie silence have earned it a chilling nickname: the Suicide Forest. Over the years, countless individuals have entered its depths, never to return, drawn by a desolate allure that's both unsettling and captivating. This grim distinction has fueled tales of spectral encounters and unexplainable phenomena. Whispers of apparitions and ghostly wails echo through the trees, tales told by those brave enough to venture into the forest's heart. Paranormal enthusiasts claim that the forest is a hotbed of activity, a nexus for the restless spirits of those who met their end within its shadowy confines. Aokigahara, a place of sorrow and despair, is number 6 on our list. We return to the British Isles for our number 5 spot, the Tower of London. This imposing fortress, with its 1,000 years of history, has borne witness to countless tales of death and despair. Its very foundation seems to echo with the chilling cries of the condemned. The tower's most notorious residents are its spectral ones. The most famous of these is perhaps Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. Beheaded for treason against the king, her headless apparition has been reported wandering the tower's chilly corridors, a sad reminder of her tragic fate. But she is not alone. The princes in the tower, the Duke of Clarence, Lady Jane Grey, their stories too are etched into the tower's stone walls, their spirits said to linger long after their untimely deaths. The Tower of London, with its bloody past, is rightfully number 5 on our countdown. We travel to the land down under for our number 4 spot, Port Arthur, Tasmania. This small town, isolated on the Tasman Peninsula, holds a dark and chilling past. Established in the 18th century as a penal settlement, Port Arthur was a place of punishment, torment, and despair. From the early days, tales of the supernatural began to emerge. Prisoners spoke of ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and eerie sensations. Today, these stories continue to haunt the ruins of Port Arthur. Visitors report sightings of spectral figures in convict uniforms, the sound of chains in the dead of night, and the chilling sensation of being watched. One cannot ignore the sense of unease that permeates the air, a stark reminder of the suffering endured by those who were unfortunate enough to be sent here. This convergence of history and the paranormal makes Port Arthur a compelling stop on our journey through the world's most haunted places. Port Arthur, with its tormented past, claims the number 4 spot. We journey to the mystical lands of India for our number 3 spot, Bhangarh Fort. An intriguing mix of history and horror, this 16th century fort is shrouded in legends of curses and eerie occurrences. Nestled amidst the Aravalli range in Rajasthan, it's a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Bhangarh Fort is steeped in lore, with tales of a sorcerer's curse that doomed the fort and its inhabitants to an eternal shadow world. The fort, it's said, is teeming with spectral figures once the sun sets, and locals speak of chilling whispers that echo through the ruins after dark. Reports of ghost sightings are rife. Apparitions of soldiers, maidens, and royals from bygone eras have been claimed to roam these ancient corridors, their stories forever trapped within the fort's stone walls. Paranormal enthusiasts have reported inexplicable cold spots and strange sensations, heightening the fort's otherworldly aura. Bhangarh Fort, with its cursed history, is our number 3 haunted place. We delve into the depths of Paris, France, for our number 2 spot, the Catacombs of Paris. These labyrinthine tunnels, stretching over 200 miles, house the remains of over 6 million people. As the city's graveyards started to overflow in the late 18th century, the decision was made to transfer the bones into these disused limestone quarries. The catacombs became a mass grave, a city of the dead beneath the city of light. Over the centuries, countless tales have been told of ghostly encounters and unexplainable occurrences. Phantom voices echoing through the tunnels, apparitions disappearing into the darkness, and feelings of being watched when no one else is around. Some visitors even claim to have been touched or pushed by unseen hands. These chilling reports of paranormal activity, combined with the catacombs' grim history, make it one of the most haunted places in the world. The Catacombs of Paris, with its chilling past, takes the number 2 spot. We end our journey in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, USA for our number 1 spot, the Stanley Hotel. This grandiose establishment, steeped in history and mystery, has been a beacon for paranormal enthusiasts for decades. The Stanley Hotel rose to notoriety after inspiring the setting for Stephen King's chilling novel The Shining. King himself was a guest here, and his eerie experiences fueled the creation of his iconic horror masterpiece. Guests and staff alike have reported a plethora of paranormal happenings within its walls, from spectral figures spotted in photographs to ghostly piano music echoing in the dead of night. The Stanley Hotel is a hotbed of supernatural activity. The most famous of these apparitions is perhaps the ghost of Freeland Stanley himself, the hotel's original owner, who is often seen in the lobby and the billiard room. The Stanley Hotel, with its spine-chilling stories, is the number 1 most haunted place in the world. Dare to visit?